So I'm back again to continue off my discussion here. But it's because they're threatened by her. And Laura Ingraham did a segment on Fox News. These clowns are exposing their own political insecurities every day when they go on TV and talk. They know MAGA's falling apart. They know Donald Trump's foiling in front of their face. They know the Republicans are going to face a bloodbath of midterm election. Okay? It's inevitable at this point. But they're scared of the actual left. All right? Because they stand for something. The Democratic Party establishment stands for nothing. They know that. They were mocking the Democratic establishment for good reason. Because they know they're not with the will of their own voters. They know this. They are correct. They have that instinct. They understand. We are done and tired of the traditional Democratic Party. That is correct. You know, but if they really think it's going to strengthen their hand, I don't think so. If you look at where this country is going under Republican leadership right now, you look at what late stage capitalism has done to the quality of people's lives, where do you think people are going to run to the arms of? The opposite kind of government than what they're seeing right now. And the only way to truly win over voters is to create a complete contrast to the situation they're in right now. And what is that going to be? A democratic socialist platform. The New Deal for the American people. Okay? A country that values its people and human rights. This is what people want. People want somebody who's going to talk about lowering costs, providing them universal health care and child care, and all these bold provisions. People want these things. So y'all can chatter away all you want. The fact is, this is what people actually want. You're not fear-mongering anyone. Okay. So Laura Ingraham did a segment going on and on and on about the appeal of AOC. This is what I'm saying. They're exposing their weaknesses right now. She went on about her physical appearance. She went on about her red lipstick. She went on about her beautiful hairdo and how cute she was and how attractive she is. She's an attractive, charismatic millennial. I can understand the appeal. She don't know nothing, though. That's what they kept saying. Like they were mocking her. With their insecure tone. They show they're jealous of this woman. Just like they were jealous of Mondami in New York. They are jealous of these people. You could see it in their face. And the way she talked about this woman, she talked about her like she was a piece of meat. I almost laughed. I went, oh, wow, Laura Ingraham, are you sure you're not attracted to AOC? I'm starting to wonder. The way Trump talked about Mondami from New York, that's kind of how it looked when I saw her doing a segment on it. And I was like, wow, you really find this woman attractive, don't you? Just starting to wonder. Something going on the right over there? You guys okay? Because that's the way Donald Trump talked about Mondami from New York. He fawned over this guy. Talked about, oh, he's an attractive guy and he's a winner and I like a winner. I was just laughing. I said, oh my God, these people. They are threatened by this energy. They are truly threatened by this energy because it represents something. And it's getting to the pulse of the people where they feel like from the right they were conned. And you guys were conned because Donald Trump is a con artist. Okay. Now, maybe there was a legitimate grievance about the Tea Party at once upon a time 15 years ago, even though I have doubts about that personally. But they had legitimate grievances about government, like the debt, and how our money was being spent, and how they wanted to end the wars, and all these things. I get the concern. I'm not poo-pooing your concerns as voters. I know there's people out there that are just frustrated with the system. And they're going to go wherever the energy is being harnessed to their concerns. At one point, it was the Tea Party almost 2 decades ago. As much as I disagreed with it, I kind of understood it. Because the alternative was the status quo. And we saw what the status quo has brought us. Okay. So, the political party that has the movement and the energy behind them are going to have the winning message and winning argument. They're the people that are going to gain significant amounts of power over the next decade or two. It's going to happen. And the only way to revitalize the Democratic Party was to bring in this new energy. And you're starting to see it. And I want to remind people, it worked for the Republican Party a long time. See, people forget this. They forget history. Republican Party almost had complete power of Congress for almost a decade. Okay. From 2010 all the way to 2018. It took 2018 and a very unpopular president who was doing very unpopular things to get all these Republicans out of office. It took a serious mess up from a Republican president. Okay. From that to happen. And 2018 is not even going to be as bad as what 2026 is going to be for Republicans. 2026 is going to be a bloodbath. Because right now, people are hurting under Donald Trump. He's a lot worse than he was his first term. And people are seeing it. Including people that voted for him 3 times. Okay. They are going to vote for Democrats at a protest. You're going to see a lot of people do that. But they're not going to vote for the same old Democrats. They're voting for new people. Okay. And I suspect some of them are possibly migrating into Democratic primaries, voting for different types of Democratic candidates, because there were people that voted for Trump, that voted for Mondami for mayor of New York. It is a thing. There are Trump to Mondami voters, just like there were Obama to Trump voters. They exist. Those voters are out there. And it takes certain kind of Democratic candidates to get those voters. Okay? But right now, it's going to be double the energy with everything going on right now. You're going to see a lot of those former Trump voters actually come out and vote for Democratic candidates. And they're going to vote for populist Democratic candidates. And for that, I welcome them. Because we need more people like that in office that are populist-minded. People that actually want to change the system for the better, for the people. This is beyond partisanship. Okay? We need to put people in office that are actually going to make our country better for us. All right? And I will take an agreement from anybody, any day of the week, if their intent is to make the government better. That's it. Again, we don't agree on everything all the time, but we all see the same problem. That's the goal there. You know, I'm not here to predict who's going to be the presidential candidate in 2028 on the Democratic ticket. I have no clue. I'm just highlighting the AOC phenomenon. It may not be her. I'm not sitting here saying it's going to be her. But I think it's the energy they fear. I don't think it's just her as the individual. Okay. But it's also the way these candidates handle the press, the way these people handle the press, the way they handle their opposition. And yeah, AOC has a lot of work to do. I'm not saying she don't. But compared to a lot of the Democrats out there, she does a pretty good job of nodding off attacks. Okay. So, I mean, it's already showing how vetted some of these people are going to be when that time comes to run for president. You know, she don't even she shrugs at the propaganda. Oh, they're saying you're a socialist. She's like, so what? It's the way she handles it. Where most Democrats will be like, oh, I'm not a socialist. I'm not a this. I'm not a that. They'll play the defensive crap and then run away from their own platform because they think it's going to appeal to voters more. So you got to stand strong on your principles. You know you're going to get attacked regardless. It's going to happen. So anyways, y'all have a great day. Have a great night. See y'all later. Goodbye.